After playing for his national team for multiple years, to signing with his dad's old NBL team, to being at the NBA Global Academy, Australia's Dyson Daniels took his talents to the G League Ignite, and over the course of the year became the team's best prospect. His sheer size, ability to defend and make plays for others has made him a potential lottery pick and someone who has the tools to contribute for a long time. Dyson Daniels is safely one of the best defenders in the draft. At 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, he projects as someone who will guard multiple positions and already did just that, checking everyone from Josh Primo to Lance Stevenson to Sharif Cooper, Jonathan Kuminga, and many others. He has good foot speed on the ball, did a great job of recovering, absorbing contact, and rarely could you find a possession where someone had him lost on a move. I still think he can improve his screen navigation, but outside of that, the on-ball versatility, his activity in passing lanes, off-ball awareness, and general feel were really impressive for anyone, but especially an 18-year-old guard in the G League.
For a young player, they're actually really excited about the way he plays defense.
Free throw, yes. At the end of the day, you know, that's something different between you having 20 plus.
Losing the handle. Fanbo Zhang in for the first time for Ignite as Daniels.
So there are, I think, a half a dozen international academies at the end.
Rules. Completes the three-point play. 8-point lead Skyhawks. 90 seconds to go.
Really like the rims here at KPA. He struggled 8 days ago, and that was
down to Keita. Mac.
Have a good time. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I'll let you slide with that one.
They call it a play call. Mac gets a screen from Keita.
See if he's going to knock down another three. You want to make an impression on everyone else to where they want you, because at some point throughout your career, everyone becomes a free agent.
Hardy leaks out.
Stewart is back on the court for Sioux Falls. Trey Morning also.
Plenty of time in this day and age.
Knight's got to pick it up starting on this end. There's Daniels with his third steal. In transition a little lot.
Hand off to Murky, now back to Terry. Nice defense.
way above the rim athlete, but still you get an idea of what he can do. And then Daniels just on cue defensively. We've been talking about it.
Nets have 10 points off of those turnovers. Here's Daniels with a steal. Dyson Daniels by himself.
Great defense by Wiggins.
Now Wright gets it back. He gets the ball screen and
he's going the other way. He's going all the way.
Another offensive rebound for Cleveland.
What is Scott doing?
Miscommunication. Daniels throws it right to Maladone. Lob up to Wilson, and how about Daniels?
Offensively, Daniels' most appealing skill set is his passing ability. He has a really good command of the game, has good vision, and is naturally unselfish looking to set up his teammates. He does a good job of using his body to get to certain spots on the floor, hitting cutters and finding some weird angles to fit passes in. I like his pace and awareness of his options in the pick and roll, and should be an asset here in the half court whether he ends up being the primary guy or not.
Look inside, Michael Foster.
Finds Beauchamp, who rises up.
Daniels, the versatility inside.
Make 2 points.
Inside.
Dyson Daniels trying to create some space. Gets a screen from Foster. Gives to Foster. Foster is.
That's close, right? And they understand like every position. You know, you learn.
You. Like, you're not going to have most of these guys for more than 4 to 5 years. I need to go pro and 28% three-point shooter.
No doubt about it. I mean, really at this point, I would say, is the difference between him.
really can do it all. Pick and pop. With the face up there.
Double-double against the Swarm his last time out.
Daniels fires it to the corner.
Franchise history.
How about the quick step of Daniels?
Between shot clock and game clock. Daniels with the blow-by kickoff. Beauchamp from downtown.
We approach 5 minutes to play here in this ball game. Daniels picks up his dribble.
Beauchamp! Yeah. Beauchamp to Daniels.
Dyson Daniels up to Beauchamp.
He's also third in blocks per game. And Zane gets to the
He
back.
really shines as a playmaker in transition. There's rarely, if ever, a time that he doesn't push the ball up the court to an open teammate or throw a long outlet to someone leaking out. That doesn't show up in assist numbers every time, but it's a noticeable trait, and playing alongside that NBA talent, I think it'll really shine.
Up to Beauchamp.
Three. No good. Daniels has it, and Murphy has a chance.
A lob for Wiseman, the pass a little bit behind him from Chioza. Jaden Hardy.
And work out with more trainers. He's going to really develop. Active hands from Daniels.
But for the bulk of the beginning of Brook Lopez's career, he never shot the three, and now is a three-point shooter.
His ability to rebound definitely helps him out in transition, but he's someone who hovered around 2 offensive boards a game all season too, got a few putbacks, and you won't find many people complaining about extra opportunities, and I think he can bring some of that.
Dakari Allen, a drop-off.
Rebound by Daniels. Nice pass.
And that's why Dyson Daniels is a first.
Finds Beauchamp, Marjon Beauchamp, Daniels.
Those two teams have played have been awesome, so see you out here on Thursday.
It'll be a lot of fun. Finger roll, no, but the
Daniels. Been impressive in spots. No, but how about
He has a lot to
Daniels?
work on as a scorer, but I really liked his use of the floater and some of these off-foot finishes, especially at his size. He primarily go off 2, but some off 1 as well. He loved to get to that sometimes off the spin or this sort of live dribble drop step or baby hook. He hovered around 40% here, whether you're going off of Synergy, GLeague.com, or InStats tracking, but his comfortability and touch is evident enough that I don't put too much weight into the splits. And even then, they're like 3 makes away from being undoubtedly excellent.
There's also a change
From the NBA Global Academy. Choosing this route over
Allen. Daniels, nice move.
Explosion to get to the rim on that one.
Dyson Daniels, the spin.
5 from behind the arc.
Daniels showing the burst.
Jordan Shackle does that very well.
Daniels attacking.
Hit the backboard, then he hit the ball. That's goaltending. Give him 2.
And Daniels.
On the break, give them a real nice option when they're trailing.
Stay with that play and get 3 points out of it the original way.
Getting into the improvement areas, shooting is a big swing factor for a guy like Dyson Daniels. He shot about 30% from deep on around 3 attempts a game, which is obviously not great. He was sub 30% on catch and shoot opportunities, many of which were unguarded. This is an area that's clearly going to decide how much value he can add offensively in order to most easily fit in and likely complement some of his more established teammates. On the positive side, he improved over the course of the season and actually shot just a touch under 35% on the Ignite Tour, and I'm all in on his mechanics, especially when comparing him to some of the other questionable shooters.
15 points, season high. Earlier this month.
Good start thus far. That's not a good start.
Simpson almost with a steal. Leaves Daniels wide.
Daniels open for 3. It's good.
Advantage.
Daniels' first bucket.
Was in foul trouble in that first half. Daniels again from the corner.
He has done a nice job finding talent.
Hardy. Back to Daniels. Dyson Daniels.
Another reason why that shooting is a big swing skill for Daniels is he struggles to put consistent pressure on the defense with his drives and on creation. His handle gets the job done for the most part, especially at 6'7", but he's not breaking you down. He's often upright and doesn't have the quickest first step or the real nature to score at the moment, which makes him more suitably a secondary ball handler who may still have the potential to fill in as a primary or point guard in the right situations.
There we go.
He's still
36-game regular season for all the G League teams, but Ignite playing 10.
now looking to at least try to create some space for Daniels. Got a height advantage over Smith.
Good buddy Baron Davis used to run their own youth clinics.
You hear the Cleveland defense talking.
Go from, young high school players. Michael Foster
that he's had so far, has had some 20 and 10 games. Their Dyson.
Over Hardy gives to Dyson Daniels. Daniels eyes the clock. Goes inside.
Daniels got some space.
Skyforce getting an early lead on the Ignite. Tough shot.
Opportunities he's in, and more importantly, he appreciates the opportunity he has to be with these young people.
So you learn in this, every possession counts. You got to prepare yourself. You got to get your rest.
Daniels on the block. Falling away.
For the Crew. Dyson Daniels.
Consider Brandon Boston as well as Keon Johnson. You've got young guys out here playing.
Early on, I think we see him cut more often, get advantages off dribble handoffs, and really use his size in close.
Good play. Ooh, I think he kept it on the ground. Look at that. Daniels. Back and forth first half in Vegas. 2-point game, 2.5 left. Daniels.
Tonight at full strength. Ignite in the white. Start on offense. Lob inside for Daniels. Young man out of
down. Just a couple of games left for them. And then it's continued preparations.
Points in the paint. Skyforce 20. The Ignite.
It's a one-year development program for NBA prospects. Now, it does have veterans. So these veterans.
Dyson Daniels out of Australia. Spin move.
Losing instant talent who you will eventually see on All-Star Saturday night.
Dyson Daniels should find his way most likely somewhere in that defense and playmaking combo guard type of role. How much he improves as a shooter and creator will determine a lot of that ceiling, but I think he can safely be a high-level starter, possibly top 3 player on a very good team, and even knock on the door of that borderline all-star range. I really like him in New Orleans, Portland, and potentially Cleveland. In comparison wise, I think Lonzo Ball is a pretty good one, and there's some Josh Giddey to his game as well.
His head up, finds the sumo to Ball. Points in favor of the Knicks again. Ball trying to defend Randall.
Long lead, DeRozan leads out,
To Bradley. They work a weave up top. Ball gets involved in a 2-man.
Now he draws Griffin across the angle. In crunch time, another one here. See if they can execute. Scotland had the deep catch.
Giddey turns the corner. Robinson all right.
Jerome and Derek Favors in the lineup. And Trey.
Dyson Daniels can definitely be a star complementary player as someone that affects the game in multiple ways and most importantly helps you win. It may not be flashy, but it's effective, and hopefully he lands in a spot that'll look to maximize his strengths and help him attack some of his weaker areas.
O'Shea gon' be the first, so I'll forever be the second. Who rep Lamar Park is something you ain't got a question. They like, damn, grown up, better than we expect.
You can sit up on my shoulder.